Hey, welcome back to another episode of Pio Thoughts. I hope you guys are enjoying this series because I'm having a lot of fun. Now, this one is going to be story time. Now, story time is another theme I'm trying to create. I don't know if I've already made story time or not, but it'll be something that I'm saying a story, preferably. I don't know if it's just going to be childhood stories, but a lot of them are going to be. And it'll just be like a certain memory that I have. And for this one, I want to talk about kind of my love life. Now, I've only dated twice. I told you guys I dated one girl for a few months, and it was like a long distance. She was really cool. It was not really like a serious, like, parents didn't know anyone. Like, parents didn't know each other. I didn't know her friends. She didn't know my friends. It was more like a very close, like, connection for a few months. And then there's Ashley. Ashley's like, it's been over a year. I almost forgot that for a second. I was like, has it been a year? No, it's a year. Like, once you get to a year, you actually, love is gone. You're sick of that person. They become more of a, like a waste of, like, space, like more of, like, a why are you still here? I'm quoting Ashley right now. I don't think that I'm an amazing person. No, I still love Ashley, obviously. But, I just have another year with her, and it'll be 2 years, and I can break up. That's how it is, I was telling her that once it goes to like a 1 year, I'm like, I can't wait till 1 year, and then we can break up, because then it sounds okay. It's been a year, then we break up, And she didn't like that joke. She hit me. Why? That's why I'm dumb. That's why people say I'm dumb. Because I'll say stupid things and then go, but why did you hit me? And they're like, well, do you want to remember 10 seconds ago you said this? And I go, oh, so does this count as hit? Does this mean I should get hit? And they're like, yes. I go, oh, I didn't know then. They're like, there you go. Now you know. But besides getting hit, I wanted to talk about my love life in the way where even though I only dated twice, I fell in love with every girl that I saw. Especially like when I was younger, I would literally look at a girl, and I remember, like at church, I remember this one time, I would always look at girls and be like, oh, she's pretty. Oh, she's pretty. One time we had to do the Our Father at one of the masses, and there was this girl that was pretty cute, and I didn't want to do, I was like, hey, and then we kind of like did this, and we were like, Our Father. I was like, oh shit, like, oh my gosh, you're such a good. And she's like 3 years older than me, which is very weird. And my mom was like, do you like her? I'm like, shut up, Mom, shut up. You don't know what's going on here. Shut up. But besides that, what else did I do? I'm gonna get to the good stuff afterwards. I'm trying to think of like just really sudden things. I would always try to make sure I'm dressed very nicely, and not just because you gotta dress nicely in public. It's more of just in case. This is how delusional I am. It is like I will have gel and I will have this because there might be a chance that a girl will come in and she'll be the girl of my dreams, and she'll come into the church or wherever I'm going. It could be any place, and she will look at me, and because my hair is gel, she'll fall in love with me, and that'll be my next girlfriend. That could happen. And why did Ashley send me a weather alert? Thanks. But so like it would be gelled, and I would dress like a certain shirt. Now, this actually gets a little crazier. There was a crush I had, not doing anything with church. There was this girl that I had a big crush on for a while. She didn't even know. And I had like a huge crush on her. I don't even know why. Like, to be honest, she's not even that pretty. But when I was a kid, I guess I saw things through a different light. That's so mean. I'm sorry. But I had this big crush, and I really like this person. But, like, literally my game is bad. Like, I would never ask her out. Never, obviously. That's way too easy. But what I would do is gel my hair, get a certain haircut. And I remember I would only see her, like, once a week. Because, like, she'd be, like, a girl at my church, okay? And I would see her, like, once a week. And we're not even friends. We don't talk to each other, Maybe we'll say hi, because, like, people at church, they'll say hi to each other. That's it. We're not even friends. Like, literally everything I did was completely wrong. I did not become friends with her. We only hung out once a week. I didn't go out of my way to hang out with her during the week. There'll be times when I'll see her, and I won't say anything because I'm like, hopefully she saw me. Like, literally, this is what I'm trying to say. This, I sound like a crazy person. I will dress up very nicely so that she can look at me, and if she saw me and I looked at her, maybe we locked eyes for just a second, that means that maybe I'm going to be on her mind and that she's falling in love with me. We didn't talk. She doesn't even know who I am, probably. But that's how my brain thinks. I was thinking that way because now that she sees how nice I am, she's going to think about me and, call me. Oh, wait. Doesn't work because I never got her number. Oh, she's going to hang out with me. Oh, wait. We're not friends. She won't hang out with me. It was just so bad. And the thing is that she didn't even go to that church. Like, she went to that church 1.5 times. There's other church she goes to. So literally, I will be going, oh, is she at this church today? Is she at this church today? And I'll just be wondering, like, did she go to this church? And all of a sudden, like, I'll look at, I'm like, yes, she's right there. Okay, cool. And then I'll see her. And sometimes I'll talk to her. And I'll be like, oh my God, hey. She's like, hey. And then she'll walk away. And I'm like, thanks. That's awesome. Well, skipping forward to, like, the summer, our family was kind of friends with their family. Like, my family's friends with everyone, And I remember we actually hung out. We actually started hanging out a little bit afterwards. And so we started becoming friends, and not me and her, obviously. We're not. It's literally like two families being friends with each other, but it was like the kids are not friends with each other. It's just the parents. And I remember they would go out to places together, like let's say we go swim, or let's say we go to a restaurant, eat, whatever it is. And I remember this was the summer. I don't know what year it was. It was the summer when Starships by Nicki Minaj, that stupid song, Starships are that stupid thing. And the other one, Give Me Another, Payphone. I had a payphone. Well, yeah, that stuff. Well, for some reason, those are my two favorite songs for some reason, for no reason. And I was like, I can't decide. And then I asked her and this other girl I actually liked. I like a bunch of girls, by the way. These two girls, and I asked the first one, and then she goes, oh, my favorite is Starships. And I go, oh, perfect. So my favorite song is going to be Starships. And then the other girl goes, mine's Payphone. And I go, dang it, you chose both of my favorite songs. And I actually started studying how the songs are, because I'm like, okay, well, Starships is more like party, it's more outgoing, so maybe that's how she is as a person. Maybe I gotta be more outgoing. Well, the other girl is more Payphone, it's more like romantic song and slower. Maybe she's more of slower, she'd prefer if I was slower. I'm a psychopath, again, or sociopath, whichever one it is. I think psychopath. And I know nothing about mental illness usually. I'm very dumb at it. I'd be like, schizophrenia, so does that mean you're gay? Like some stupid, that wasn't even funny. But I would be so uneducated about it that it's crazy. And so I was overthinking this, and I was like, oh, which one? I don't know. And literally, like, that song, if I listen to that song, it'll kind of remind me of that memory kind of thing. And I remember, like, we'd go and hang out, and I remember this one time, I had a haircut, okay? And I got the haircut, and the whole day, I didn't say anything, and I would talk to her, and then at one point, she goes, I like your haircut. And I was like, thanks. And I literally, the whole time, I was like, she's like my haircut. Oh my God, it was amazing. Like, it was just so stupid. Like, I just think about this, I'm cringing. Like, I just want to hit myself. Like, if you like her, ask her out. Oh, it doesn't work out? Then just, you already asked her out. She said no, go for another girl. Literally the easiest thing ever. But I overthought everything. I was too nervous. I was like, you might think I'm awkward now. Oh, you should have seen me back in the day. What else? I would always try to make jokes, try to make them laugh. I would always, another thing. Worst thing I probably have ever done. I don't know why, but I really wanted to impress her on how I look, like I said. And so I started wearing polo shoes instead of sneakers. I used to wear sneakers, and I was like, you know what? I want to get polo shoes. And I literally was so obsessed with trying to look good for her that I actually went to the mall with my mom. I found these certain polos, and I could not find them where they are. We looked through all these stores until we went into the mall with this one store. We were in the mall looking around, and we got this one store. I think it was called Journeys or something. It's one of those small stores that, like, so you know how if you went to Macy's or JCPenney or wherever it is, or Kohl's, and those are the big stores, so everything's on sale usually. You get a good sale on a lot of things. But if you go to the small stores, that'll be like Mike's Shoes or something. That's a small privately owned company. So they would literally sell the same stuff, but for $60, which I think is dumb. Why would you buy stuff from them when they're selling it full price when you can get it from like Macy's for probably $30, $40, plus it's Macy's, so it's a good name. You're always going to get a return, and you can return to any other Macy's. For them, they might not have a return, and if they do, like, it wouldn't be nearly as good as a Macy's. So I find that really weird why people buy it, but whatever. Probably people like me, because at the time I saw it, it was not in any other store but this one. We were there for like almost a whole day. I find it in Journeys. It was about $50, $60. It was full price, and I was willing to buy it. I bought polo shoes, and I was so happy that I bought it, and I wore it. I went to church the next day. She never said anything, and I almost cried. I was like, why didn't she say anything? It's just so bad. It was cringy. Like, that's the way I think. The way I think, like, I will literally look at a girl. Let's say we're going to, we could be going to Walmart, and I'll see a girl, and I'll be like, oh, she's pretty. And if I look, I wait for her to look at me, and I glance, and then I look away. And then I'll make sure that, like, I try to see, is she looking at me when I'm not looking? I do that at church, too. Like, I'll look at a girl, and I'll go, okay. Is she looking? Is she looking? Oh, I think she's looking. Oh my gosh. Like, to show that, hey, I don't care, when I obviously do care, but this person cares. Oh, like, I'm kind of getting the upper hand. No, it's literally the opposite. Guys, when you like a girl, you have the confidence and you go out and you make that move. You throw yourself out there. I was doing the opposite. I was trying to be like, I don't care. You throw yourself at me. No girl wants to do that. Like they did. Most girls don't want to do that. Some girls do. And there was that whole mess. That was a whole mess. And also, the other girl, what's funny is that, so I told you that there was two girls. One was like this certain song, the other like this certain song. That girl I found out liked me. Or at least that's what I heard from the other girl, which is funny. So the other girl was very mean to me one time. We all went somewhere to hang out, and I was just an innocent kid doing just my own stuff. I don't even know if I liked her at the time. My memory is very, like, it's kind of like if you got, like, drunk all the time, and when people, like, forget things the next day. I feel like it's like that. You just have pieces. And there was a time when we went over someone's house, and we were hanging out, and all of a sudden, I think I went to the bathroom. I come back, they stole my phone. No one's telling me where their phone is. No one's telling me. And I was young, by the way. They stole my iPod Touch, 4th generation. Shout out. And I was looking everywhere for it, and everyone's like, I don't have it. And I'm like, come on, where is it? And then I found out that they took my case off, and they were looking like they were using my phone because I took the case off. And, I did what I usually do. I ended up crying. I don't know how old I was. I think I was like, if I got an iPod Touch, let me see when the iPod Touch came out, because I think I got it soon after it came out, because I was very confused on how it worked, because I always want something. Like, I had my cousin. My older cousin is about maybe he's about like 5 years older than me, something like that. And everything he wanted, I wanted. So he had an Xbox 360. I wanted an Xbox 360. So I remember one of the best presents I've ever received was, I've always wanted an Xbox. I always wanted an Xbox. And then I also wanted Call of Duty Black Ops, because that's what he had. During Christmas, my mom got me this new Xbox that is printed. Like, it's a customized Xbox 360 that came with Modern Warfare 3, which, if anyone doesn't know, is a Call of Duty that's the next level. Like, that was Black Ops, let's say, came out 2012. I'm just making that up. Then Modern Warfare 3 came out 2013, if that makes sense. So it was a newer version. I didn't know any about that. So I go, I wanted Black Ops. And someone goes, no, that's the better version, which some would say Black Ops is better. But, like, it's kind of like getting the iPhone 11 instead of the iPhone 10 sort of thing. Like, it's that sort of thing. I did not know. So when it came to the iPod, he had the iPod 3. And I wanted the iPod 3 as well because he had it. All of a sudden I get an iPod 4. I'm like, oh, that's cool. And I go, wait, why does it look so weird? Is this not a good one because it's thinner? And then I find out that the iPod 4 is actually better. So, iPod 4 release date. Sorry if I'm talking a lot. I mean, it is a podcast after all. Oh, this came out 2010. So, yeah, this is probably when I got my first iPod was 2010. Oh, that's pretty cool. Yeah, That's cool. So I probably got around 2010. So 2010 was probably when they were like when they stole my phone, and then they finally gave it to me after like I don't know like 15, 20 minutes of me just freaking out. Because what I do is when I can't find it, I try to be all over dramatic and scared and all that stuff. When really I'm not. I just wanted to get it my way, and they finally gave it to me, and I started crying, and I was like, that wasn't funny. I was so angry at them. And then that girl, she. No. Sorry. Beforehand, she was mean to me. She was insulting me. She was pushing me. She was like physically pushing me around. She was whatever, kicking me. And she's a family friend as well. We're not the closest, but she was like a family friend as well. And she was doing all those mean things. And then that happened. It made me cry. And then they were like, no, don't worry. That girl is younger than me. And like I think the other girl, like that girl was like about a year or so younger. I don't know. And she goes somewhere. And then the two people who are older than me, who were messing with me, comes up to me, they take me to a private place, and they're talking to me like, why are you crying? I go, it's just so mean. They're like, I'm sorry, we're sorry we did that. I'm like, sorry, I'm not mad about that. I told them I was mad because that girl is still so mean to me. Why is she being so mean? And I guess that girl, I found out was like best friends with her, and she's like, she has a crush on you, she likes you. It's that old she has a crush on you kind of stuff, right? And I was like, she does? And I go, yeah. And all of a sudden the next month, like, I don't see any signs. Like, I guess that was like a one-time crush because she doesn't seem to like me ever afterwards. It was more of like the shy kind of thing. I don't know how girls act even now. Like, even like a middle school girl, don't know how they act. Which I don't need to know how they act because that would be illegal. I'm just saying FBI, IRS, I don't know who it is. I'm just saying. Which I want to know. This is going to be like kind of a weird take. I don't really understand pedophiles. Why do you want to go for someone who's under 18? Even 17, 16, like, they're in high school. Like, okay, I understand it's inappropriate. I understand that part. But all I'm asking right now is why do you want to deal with someone who has all that drama, who's still immature, who complains, who's like, I do know. It's like a sad fact. Like, they just want to be in control and they want to brainwash. But I'm just saying, like, it's kind of like why would you want to deal with all that? Oh, I just texted Melissa yesterday, and she's, oh my gosh, she didn't answer back, and then I talked to her, and then like they start to freak out. Like younger girls, they like to do that. Like I don't know, but not middle school, maybe like high school, like sophomores. Like the girls would be like talking, and they'll start freaking out. I talked to Melissa yesterday, and all of a sudden their words get louder, and then their pitches get higher, and I'm like, can you calm down? Like, shut up, please, shut up. They just, oh my god, they're annoying. They have all this energy. And even kids, like guys, when we were at my high school and all the 7th and 8th graders, they would be running around screaming, making noises. It's basically me right now. Like, that's what I do. But it's just, I just don't understand why. Go for like a 23-year-old, go for a 24, like, go for someone who's a little bit calmer, which there are like 23, 24-year-olds who still act like a kid. They'd just be like freaking out all, yeah, shots, like that stuff. But where are we at right now? We're doing good. Okay, good. So basically, going back to the story, I was like, oh, so she likes me. And then I also started liking the other girl as well. This was beforehand, okay? So afterwards, I started liking her, and I think this was around maybe 11, 12, I was liking her. Both of them. And I was actually, literally, I was deciding. I was trying to choose who I liked more. Like, I was like trying to choose between two girls. I was like, oh, I don't know, because she has this, and she, like, that's how I was thinking. She likes Starships by Nicki Minaj. She likes Payphone by some other artist. Here, let me just search it up really quick. Payphone artist. Nope, I spelled it wrong. Payphone song. Maroon 5. I'm at a payphone trying to call home. I don't really like... Maroon 5's okay. I don't know. They were better... Like, I don't know. It's just a lot of things. Like, I don't know what I was going to say. It's just... I don't like that song anymore. Just because it's like I got sick of it. That year, literally, I thought of so many different... Like, I was the most overthinking guy ever. It was like... I'm a little annoyed at myself that I was so chasing after all these girls, and I was trying to go like, ooh, like this girl. I overthink more than anyone, and I try to like go, oh, well, this girl like this song, and this girl like this song, and literally at the end, nothing matters. They probably didn't like me at all. They were just making fun of me. But yeah, that was crazy. I'm not crazy at all. Nothing was crazy. It was just crazy how much I've overthought everything. Transitioning over I did like this other girl. This was probably about 2012, 2013, I would say. Maybe even 2014. No, I would say 2012, 2013, I would say this range, okay? I like this girl at my church, and what's funny was that this is another church. We moved another church. And it's this girl that we met, and basically she was like in my Arabic, like she was in my Arabic class. We had an Arabic class when I was a kid, and this was, I believe, 7th grade. No, this was 6th grade. I remember 6th grade was 2012. Yes, so 6th grade. Yes, I met her beginning of 6th grade, but then I think it continued all the way to 7th grade, something like that. Well, basically, so let me tell you how much I overthink, okay? I'm going to get more into this. I'm sorry if I'm struggling while I'm talking. I just cannot believe the stuff that I'm like. This is literally how I thought. During my Arabic class, we go in there. She comes in late. And I believe I already had this Arabic class like a year before, and this is like the second year, and then she comes in. She comes in late. And I don't think I thought she was that beautiful. She was just like normal, I think. But there were a few seats that were like kind of spread apart. There were different seats you can pick. But she chose the seat next to me. And that started everything. She chose the seat that was next to me. And that started the entire, she likes me. She's in love. She wants to have my baby. That's literally what it was. And I talked to her a few times. I was asking, hey, how are you? And she's like, oh, hi, how are you? And she talked like, hi, hey, how are you? Stuff like that. And it was just very, she was a nice girl. It was just, I can't believe that's how I was. And then all of a sudden I started dressing nicely again, because at that point I just started dressing not as nicely. I should have been like how I was before, because I was dressing very nicely, making sure that I'm gelled, I would always do that spike. This is what I would do when I was younger. I would like put a spike like this. Oh, at some point I remember I loved when you did a faux hawk, which is basically like a mohawk, but like with all the other hair, and I would do hairstyles and everything. I think the first hairstyle I ever did was either the spike up or the faux hawk. Like, I was really into that kind of stuff. Oh my god, that was such a dumb haircut at that point. I mean, that for me was the coolest haircut in the world. Like, having that hairstyle where it's a faux hawk. It's so dumb now. Oh my gosh, it's so dumb. And it wasn't, by the way, it wasn't a faux hawk like this completely. It was like a little bit of a faux hawk. It's like it blends in a little bit. It was still very dumb. But transitioning, I was doing that haircut, and I was dressing very nicely and doing all this sort of stuff, whatever. And quick thing, my polo shoes that I wore, I remember I was running in them outside, and I ended up tripping, and I skidded all over the cement, and there was a hole right in it. Terrible quality shoes. Do not rate them at all. Really not good. Like, at least if you had Timberlands, you spend a lot of money, yes, but at the same time, it's good quality. Just saying. So now, back to the story. I would be talking with her, and all of a sudden, I remember I was with my cousin. He is in the Arabic class with me. He's a few years younger, and I would always make sure there was a spot, to the point where I remember I told him, he was sitting next to me, he's like, can you sit somewhere else because I need this spot open? He was okay with it. I don't know why he was okay with it. I would have been pissed. I'd be like, no, you can go screw yourself. I don't know. I'm going to stay right here. But no, he was okay with leaving. Guess what? It doesn't matter. The girl comes, she sits somewhere else. Every other week, she kept sitting somewhere else. And I was like, why isn't she sitting next to me? And I was starting to get annoyed. I'm like, what's going on? She doesn't like me anymore. That's it. She doesn't like me. And all of a sudden, I couldn't find her anymore at some point. Like, excuse me. And she just wouldn't sit next to me, like, anymore. And I was like, what's going on here? Does she not like me anymore? But I did get her Facebook. I don't know if I asked her for her Facebook or if she gave me her Facebook. I don't remember. She's very nice to me. But I realized not everyone who's just nice to you likes you. That's something that I had to learn afterwards. I'm not going to say her name either. But what's a little funny was that afterwards they left and everything. Oh, and something really quick I want to say with my cousin. My cousin at the time, he would answer everything by blurting out the answer. And I got annoyed because I knew the answer, but he kept blurting it out. So what I started to do was blurt out stuff. And so he would blurt, and I would blurt, and then all of a sudden we'd be talking over each other, trying to, like, say it right first. And I just kept trying to interrupt the other person, and then I went, oh man, what am I doing? I'm acting like a child. There's my future wife right next to me, and I'm acting like this? Terrible. But afterwards, I did not see her again after a while, and all of a sudden, I think it was like the next year, this was like the summer, and I'm at a carnival, which is at my church, and I have not seen her at all at church, at nothing, right? All of a sudden, I'm tying my shoes, I look over, and she goes, oh, Joey? Is that you? And I look over, I go, oh, hey, I haven't seen you. And she goes, hey, how are you? Like, I didn't even know she still knew me. She goes, oh my God, it's so much fun. It's so funny how you are. She goes, oh, anyways, bye. I go, bye. And I go, oh my God, did I see an angel? Like, because I've never seen her in a long time. And I was like, this is the girl I really like and all that stuff. And she just left and then never saw her again. I don't know what the heck that sign was. Maybe it was like, I was like, should I go back and talk to her? Because again, here's my thing. Oh my God, I like her so much. Let me just keep praying and because hoping she will come to me and talk to me. Nothing I do makes sense. I know, I understand. It's very stupid. But that's how I was. And now I actually went to Ashley when I liked her and actually made a move. So I'm getting better, you know. Now I'm just making moves to give her reasons to break up with me because I'm very annoying. And then I really hope she doesn't break up with me because if she does, then I'm going to have to go back to finding girls. You already just heard how I get girls. Terrible. It's absolutely terrible. I probably would have had a shot to have a lot of girls if my game wasn't trash. But it is trash. So thank God I got Ashley. We're good. It's kind of like one of those things they'll be like, oh, like the wife would be scared. Oh, maybe the husband's going to cheat on me. Trust me, honey. I'm lucky that I was able to trick you. You were dumb enough to fall for my trap to dating me. You think I'm going to trick another girl? No, there's no one else who's gullible as you, okay? Trust me. Ashley thought I was good looking and decided to date me. Do you think another girl will be dumb enough to do that? I don't think so. I hope you guys like this. This is my story time. I think we covered everything in my childhood. Being a romantic, starships, childhood story. We did everything. And it wasn't that long either. So I hope you guys like story time. If you guys want another story time, let me know if you like this one. Let me know which ones you like more and more. I know I say this every podcast. Let me know which themes you like. If you like this one, tell me if you like the childhood, like what I just did, or if you prefer if I just made up a story. I don't know if I've done it before. I've done, like, maybe I can do an improv story where I make something up. Maybe I can talk about not something child. Maybe I can talk about something recent. Just personal, like happened a week ago. Whatever. Hope you guys like this. Don't forget to follow me. If you're listening right now, you can also watch me. You can watch all of this on YouTube. P.O. Thoughts. If you want to just listen to me, I'm on Spotify. I'm also on Apple Music or Apple Podcast. I'm on Google Play. I'm on, I believe, Breaker. Let me search that up actually, because I keep saying it wrong. Bleaker podcast. Here, let me see. Bleaker. So I'm on Bleaker. I'm on Radiohead. I'm on another one I forgot, but my biggest one would be Spotify and Apple Podcast. And for those who like Google Play, I'm on Google Play as well. So that was everything. And follow me on Instagram at PO Thoughts. Hope you guys enjoyed this. I'll see you guys later. Bye.